Do you ever feel like homemaking is repetitive, that your to-do list just gets longer, that it's harder and harder to find motivation to get everything done that needs to be done? Someone who may feel burned out, exhausted, and overwhelmed by homemaking. If that is you, know that you are not alone. It is completely normal and very understandable to feel those ways. My name is Kelsey from the blog westmanacademyhomeschool.com, and join me today as we talk about finding our joy again in homemaking. I want you to get out a piece of paper and I want you to write down the things on one side that you enjoy about homemaking and the things that you dread. Is the dishwasher something that you always want to avoid? Or maybe it's laundry, maybe it's cleaning the bathrooms, whatever it is, I want you to write it out. In the meantime, I am taking this room and I'm going to create it into my son's nursery. Before we moved, I had these grand plans for each of my children's rooms, and I Pinterested and I got all these ideas and I found things on Amazon. And as I was putting this room together, I just really had an overwhelming feeling of being content, an overwhelming feeling of doing something very simple and minimal and just loving on what I have. So although I would rather have beautiful buffalo checkered curtains and a nice circular rug and a matching crib sheet, I decided that what is important in my child's room are just the things that we have loved and the things that we have that God has blessed us with. So I want you to think about in your home, when you're trying to find joy, what are the things that you like to do? What are the things that you have that you absolutely love? Because really take those things and showcase them. Maybe you love your dining room table. Maybe you love your couch. Maybe you love your decorations. Really hone in on those. Make them centerpieces, make them grand. Really focus on the beauty of the things that you enjoy. So if you love your dining room table and your favorite part of homemaking is baking, bake treats, bake cookies, brownies, whatever it may be, and place them on your dining room table. Do something a little bit extra, something a little bit out of your ordinary or your norm. I have vases that I absolutely love. How much better would they be if I went outside and found flowers or went to the store and just bought cheap flowers and really spruced them up? Find the things in your home that you absolutely love and give them nice personal touches of love. Maybe rearrange them. Maybe if sewing is your favorite thing to do, then make pillowcases for your couch. Add personal touches to the things that you love, that you already own. We don't always need new things. In fact, we probably rarely need new things, but we're in such a culture and this worldly mindset that someone else has something better than us and what we have is not enough, or we just need more and more. No, we don't. It is absolutely lies, and God actually tells us in scripture to be content with what we have and that everything good is from God. So if everything good is from God, then let's take those good things and let's love on them, showcase them, be proud of them, and really find the things in our home that we love that remind us of why we love homemaking. For me, my front porch is one of my favorite spots. Although it is small, it is dirty, there's a broken rod, the paint is chipping. There are so many things that could be improved, so many things that I could buy to make it better. I wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to decorate it with fall and just love on it the best that I could. I gave myself a budget of $50. I went to a local greenhouse and I got mums, and I just added that to the porch, and it really brought it to life. And even though there are always things that I could do to this porch to make it better, that is so true with everything in our homes. But when we're so focused on what we could do to improve it, how we could make it different, how we could make it better, we end up losing the love that we have for it. We end up losing the good things that we once saw in it. And it makes homemaking kind of a drag, because then we're focused on things that we should have or could have instead of the things that we do have that once brought us joy and that can bring us joy again. Let's focus now on our list, the things that we love to do and the things that are not our favorites. We'll just say that. With homemaking, we often forget that we are in charge of what we do and when we do it. So whether you are working full-time, part-time, you're a stay-at-home mom or wife, we all have that list of things that have to get done, right? But instead of dwelling on, oh, this chore is coming up, let's change our mindset a little bit. let's do kind of an if-then sort of situation where if I clean out the dishwasher, then I'm going to get 10 minutes of time to sew, or 10 minutes of baking time, or 15 minutes of baking time, whatever it is. Try to intermix your good homemaking tasks with maybe the not so great homemaking tasks. So for example, I like to wash clothes, but I do not like to fold clothes. And so when I'm folding my clothes, I make sure that I am doing something else that I love with it. So I'm watching a YouTube video or listening to a podcast or an audiobook. I'm trying to do something that I love with something that is not my favorite. So if you dread cleaning the bathrooms, maybe put on a podcast or music, or listen to the Bible in a year, or whatever it may be. That kind of gets you through that time, that kind of distracts you, but you still get that task done. I know that it is easier said than done, but we are in charge also of when we do it and how we do it. So try to find products that you love to use in the bathroom. Try to create your own. That makes it a lot more satisfying. I have found when I made my vinegar water mixture, it honestly somehow made cleaning so much more fun because I put love into it. I put time and work into it. So seeing the satisfaction of having what I have done clean my bathroom and my kitchen really brings me satisfaction. So find that area of homemaking that you love and try to mix it in with the things that are not your favorite. Something that really helped me was creating a daily schedule. And in that schedule, in my weekly schedule and my daily schedule, I have a specific chore that I have to do on that day. So it takes the guesswork out of, am I going to avoid this today? Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and I put it off. No, I know exactly what I am doing what day and kind of a time frame. So whether it's after lunch, before the kids wake up. So if you kind of map out your day to a sense, it doesn't have to be timed by any means, but a tentative schedule of when you are doing certain chores, that will really just eliminate that feeling of anticipation for the certain chores that you don't like. So for me, Mondays are for grocery pickup and put away. Tuesdays are for bathrooms. Wednesdays, I mop the floor. Thursdays, I wipe everything down, like the refrigerator, the oven, and I dust. And then Fridays, I do vacuuming for upstairs because it's all carpet, and then doing the windows. Now, I do laundry every day. I do a load a day at least of clothes. That way I don't just have a buildup for the weekend. Whatever works best for you. But if, for example, I don't like to mop, then I don't have to worry about it Monday and Tuesday. I don't have to have that kind of drudging feeling of, should I do it today? Should I not do it today? I don't have that feeling of anticipation or worry that I should get it done. I just know, okay, that's Wednesday. And when Wednesday comes, I know what I have to do and I get it done. So I really highly recommend that you somewhat map out the chores that you are going to do throughout the week. Obviously, allow it to be flexible. Just give yourself a list or an outline. That way you're held accountable. So you want accountability yet flexibility. So if the bathrooms are super bad on Monday, you can just swap that out with groceries or, dusting, whatever it may be. I'm going to have a designated video for daily and weekly schedules coming up soon. I'm super excited about it because I have found that a schedule has made my life so much easier. And let me tell you, I was not a schedule person. So I am just putting the sheets back on both of my daughter's beds. One is 5 and one is 2. I love to just add these special touches to their rooms, make their beds, clean up the floor, make things look presentable again. It just brings me a lot of peace and I enjoy it. I also enjoyed the simplicity of my decorating in my home. My house is really big, which is not something I actually wanted, but I wanted to then get rid of so many things. That way I could just have a minimal home. It would be easy to clean and care for, and then my family, especially my kids, can value what we have instead of just having stuff piled on top of stuff. So it was a really big change for me. It was really hard to get rid of things, but I absolutely love having the bare minimum of everything. The last thing is, if you are struggling in homemaking, really think about who you are doing this for. You are a purposeful servant for God and your family. Don't forget that. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Kelsey, and I hope you consider subscribing.